Hey guys, Estelle back here again. I'm bringing you a comparison video of Medal of Honor and Black Ops. I haven't seen a whole lot of Medal of Honor videos at all, and I'm going to start by working on the story modes. I honestly believe that the Medal of Honor story mode, for whatever reason for me, is far superior than any other story mode of any other first-person shooter with some sort of military background like this. I just something about it that just really impressed me. Graphics-wise, it's great looking. It's a lot darker than any of the other games that I've played, including the Medal of Honor, or including Battlefields, including Modern Warfares, and the old and new Call of Duty. I think the weapons function seem to be a lot better than the other games, and I speak with a little bit of experience since I both used and was issued an M16, A3 and A4, along with an M4. I've used them both, and interestingly, the games never do it because I guess automatic is sexier and better. None of them are automatic weapons. The M16 is a three-round burst weapon. That's the only as fast automatic as it gets. And the A4 or the M4 is also, I believe, a 3-round, but none of them are fully automatic. The only M16 that was ever fully automatic was the A1, which was the first M16, and that was during the Vietnam era. Like I said, I think the guns though function right. You can single shoot them, and that's the way that in the military they use it, and they do a really nice job of doing that. Sound-wise for the guns, I'm not impressed with. I mean, they sound epic and huge, but they all sound the same, especially during multiplayer. For whatever reason, any different gun you got, all the assault rifles sound the same to me. It just has a huge boisterous sound. And then, of course, you have all the different submachine guns and machine guns that have their distinct sound too. But again, they all sound like each other. So I thought that was a little bit lacking there. But that's okay. That's minuscule compared to everything else. Like I said, the story mode is really good. Honestly, the story itself is not really different than any of the other ones. You know, one of your guys dies at the end and things like that, which is nothing really new. But I believe also, too, the function of the AI is far superior than any other AI. Your teammates absolutely are a crucial part to your success in this story mode. They're telling you what they're doing, reloading, moving over here, watch the left flank, and they actually hit guys, they're actually killing guys, and they're doing a great job. I mean, it's very, very realistic in that sense. I was very impressed with that, and I'll comment on what I believe about Black Ops in a minute when that play comes out. All in all, this story mode is the best I've played. I really enjoyed it. I think the game itself is worthy just of the story mode. The look of it is great. It's a lot darker, so it's a little bit more realistic, and that's kind of cool. The NVGs or night vision goggles are pretty cool, and that's pretty accurate. You got the NVG weapon. I forget what that was called, but that's true that they had those. I used those too. That was pretty neat. So that was kind of cool, and they got it right because they were green. The ones that we are issued are green, looking in color, and they're not very, very great like these are. So I thought that was pretty cool. Also, there's different colors that you could get depending on if you're SEAL teams or Black Ops and stuff like that. But for any of the generic old Marines like I was, we got these green nasty ones like these, which I thought was pretty neat. Let's see, what else can I say about Modern Warfare? I'll get into the multiplayer when that comes up in a minute, because that's the main focus of the talk here. I'm going to be switching over to Black Ops in a second here. So, like I said, it's a superior story mode, and check it out. Now, we get into Black Ops, you can instantly tell that it's a lot brighter than Modern Warfare, which is necessarily not a bad thing. You can see things a lot clearer. However, it seems to me that everything in the map has some sort of gloss or some sort of reflection over it. You can especially see it when you're in the sunlight, when you're looking at Mason's hands when he's wearing his gloves. It just has this glossed look over it. It's kind of odd. and all of them did that. Modern Warfare did it. I believe the first Call of Duty had it. Like I said, both Modern Warfares. The story mode, it's cool. I have to play it again because there's a lot of stuff going on, and maybe I'll appreciate it more when I play it through it one more time. I'm not going to divulge where this is in particular, so I won't give it anything away. But it does some cool things like this. This is kind of cool. Pretty violent. It's death right there. But the way I would describe this is I really feel two different parts to the story mode. You have the cinematic movies and stuff, which is all cool and very neat, and then you have the gameplay. And the two don't blend well very well to me. In Medal of Honor, I could really tell the cinematic view into the gameplay was very, very fluent and flawless. It was really nice. But when it comes to the movies and the non-playing things in this game, you can really tell. Especially here. This is a point right now where I'm talking to the rest of the crew, and what am I doing? I'm just holding the weapon in combat ready. I wouldn't be doing that. So just little tiny things like that that I notice. And if anybody's ever wondering, yes, that is Ice-T, his voice when he's yelling at you during the games and multiplayer. That is him. That was recorded. So that was pretty cool. And in true Call of Duty straight up form, they found a way to stick some sort of World War II stuff into it. I won't again divulge where it is or what it's about, but this game is supposed to take place in the era of Vietnam-ish, late 60s, I believe, early 70s. Eventually get to. Anyways, but they have a mission, a little part of the storyline that goes all the way back into World War II. Never fails. You think you're away from the whole World War II thing about Call of Duty, they find a way to stick it right back in your face again, at least for a little bit. It worked well. It was alright, but I was like, oh geez, here we go again. See here, this part here, the game seems to move, at least in the movie parts, between gameplay, moves pretty slow. I mean, here we are, just waiting, watching here. We're supposed to be sneaking into the village, which is fine and dandy, but this is a game. I don't want to be sitting around waiting very long before I start killing people. Medal of Honor didn't seem to do that. I didn't feel that way with Medal of Honor. This game I do, and this is not the only spot. And I noticed that. Some of these things here, especially this look, you look at the guy here that I'm going to kill right there in the hammock, his eyes are open. Just little tiny things on this story mode I noticed. And maybe that's me being too critical and too biased towards Medal of Honor, I guess, but I didn't feel this story mode could have been a lot better. Now, maybe, like I said, play it through it again. I can get the actual glimpse of the story here. So we really still haven't gotten into the big gameplay yet. I understand there's a story going on here and everything like that, but it's just kind of boring. And this game feels very, very linear to me. And yes, it is a linear game, and so is Medal of Honor. Medal of Honor, for whatever reason, I didn't feel the whole linear getting from point A to point B type of thing. This game I do. It is pretty big, it's pretty epic, and like I said, you might have to play it once or twice. That's kind of cool before you get the whole gist of this story mode. But so far into the campaign, I'm not very impressed at all. Definitely, Medal of Honor is far more superior than this one. I'm going to fade into a clip of Medal of Honor multiplayer, and I'll give my thoughts about that. And it's pretty much the same thoughts of everybody else. Here's a quick little view of getting into the big play of it here. Weapons free, and you shoot and stuff. The weapons are kind of crappy. I really don't like the weapons here in this game. So it's just a lot of different things that I noticed here. Here's some gameplay. You can instantly tell it looks different. For me, it looks 100% more realistic than what Black Ops does. The kill streaks. I know there's a set number of kill streaks, and there is and there's two different sides of it. You can do an offensive or defensive each one, which is kind of neat. I like not having the choice of getting your kill streaks, of choosing your own kill streaks. I believe it takes away the emphasis of the kill streak. The kill streaks are nice, but really aren't overpowering and needed as they are in Black Ops and any of the other Call of Duty games, including all the Modern Warfares. This one seemed pretty good. I think they did the kill streaks just right. Now, granted, this is pretty crappy gameplay. This is my first time playing this in about a month and a half, so I don't do that well. I think I do go positive, but I do die a lot, and I didn't want to waste, an hour trying to get decent gameplay for this. So I just decided to just do whatever I got. Again, the sound of the guns are huge and massive sounds, and that's not really true. There's a distinct sound in an M16 that clearly they did not capture. The customability of this game, there is a little bit more, especially more than Battlefield was. This game does offer, however, Black Ops far superior with more customization that you can do in the game. Also, too, in this multiplayer, I feel very isolated. There is no chat, in between games. Like you have a lobby or stuff like that. There is no lobby really. There is hardly any chat really going on. You don't get a sense of community and a sense of team. You're just running around, especially on this map. This map is such a crappy map. Didn't especially show. I apologize for that. But even though there are some good things about this multiplayer is definitely not as good as Black Ops. Black Ops is far better. You get a more sense of team. I just got done playing it right now, and I had a great time. We had a great team going, great community, great communication. It's a lot of fun. You don't get a whole lot of fun with this. And yes, this game is all about camping. I think Woody brought up a really good point about this. The designers worried so much about the maps and the authenticity and the realism of each map and how it looks and stuff and feels, that it just led to more and more spots for people to camp, and that's all that people do in this particular game. Just sit there and camp, and that's unfortunate, especially again in this map. And that's unfortunate because that's not what multiplayer people want to do, is sit around and camp. They want to be able to move around the map and have gunfights, not just sit in a corner waiting for somebody to walk by. I mean, that's no skill at all. And granted, everybody does it, but this game really emphasizes that. It's really geared towards camping, at least in these type of maps. All these maps are a lot tighter, a lot smaller than anything of Call of Duty's ever put out. They offer a lot of different modes and things. They have some cool assignment ones where you have to get objectives and things like that. You have to get and you get points. Also, too, with the kill streaks, you don't just get the kill streaks, and it shouldn't be even called the kill streak, through just kills. It's through getting points. It's through obtaining objectives. Of course, kills are into it. I think it's more based on a point system than an actual kill system, and then you get those extra little things to do. As you can see, I haven't called mine in yet. I have a UAV and a mortar team, and you get to choose between the two, and I thought that was pretty neat that they offer that. I'm not the type of guy that wants to sit under my kill streak tab and look at all 12 different kill streaks and choose the best one to get and things like that and constantly change them up. I like how they did it here with just predetermined set. Then you choose if you want an offensive or defensive one. Black Ops, though, and again with the graphics I forgot to mention, looks a lot more cartoonish in this game. It's more vibrant colors, so it looks a little bit more kind of unreal to me. Takes a little bit of away the realism of the game, especially being out in Iraq and things like that. Guys didn't look that colorful. They were all grimy and disgusting looking and brown and covered in sand and things like that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This gameplay's about ready to finish up. I'm going to let it go to black here. Comment if you click like if you want. I will catch you on the next one. Thanks, guys.